I'd like to see if we can listen in. It looks like they are doing question and answer with reporters at this time.
I'm sorry, what was it? Well, I said this yesterday. We've never been at war with our federal government. I think in this case that the National Guard is their main mission. They have a dual mission. There's the federal mission when they're under Title 10 orders, and then they're under Title 32 orders. In this warning order, there's nothing officially been done yet. If I am to activate them as the Commander-in-Chief of the Minnesota National Guard, I will issue the executive order to the Minnesota National Guard, and then they will be put in state duty status. And as you've seen over the last few years, that could be flood prevention, that could be after a wind-blowing storm up in the north, up in Bemidji, or it could be COVID or George Floyd response. In this case, again, it doesn't necessarily change the mission. They're there to protect Minnesotans. They're there to serve Minnesotans. I think the thing that is so challenging in the moment we're in is we don't see a desire to work with us on public safety. We hear a demonization of our state. We see people coming in who don't know our community, and we see this massive display for the TVs that we're trying to understand how is this coordinated. And some of you watch the videos on there, total chaos. And look, I have very limited work in this is the training in the National Guard, but I've had a lot of training now to watch how our professionals operate. After this person was shot, federal agents milling around, touching the vehicle at a crime scene and things. I don't know what to tell you, and I don't quite know how to respond to the question other than my primary responsibility as governor is the protection of the people of Minnesota. And you can be assured, whether it's the State Patrol or whether it's the National Guard, their deployment is there to protect Minnesotans from whatever it is. If it's an act of nature, if it's a global pandemic, or in this case, if it is a rogue federal agent. I don't know at this time, and I want to be very careful. It's unprecedented that we have the federal government's already determined exactly what's happened here and the motives of an individual that we don't even know the name. They don't know the name, and that's very difficult. So, well, one more, Dana. Look, and I understand the uniqueness of this moment in this week, following this week, seeing what's happening in the backdrop of a show hearing in.
So we're listening in as Minnesota Governor Tim Walz addresses the ICE shooting there in Minneapolis. Now, I wasn't able to listen to the beginning of this news conference because I was live here with you guys, but I want to say, based on what he was discussing with reporters, it sounded like he is looking at how to activate the Minnesota National Guard in this situation. As he said, we have never been, his words, we've never been at war or opposed to the federal government. So on a state level, it sounds like the governor is pursuing options as it relates to keeping the citizens of Minnesota safe. His words. This is something we're going to continue to keep you updated on, as it is a very big, fluid, developing situation there on the ground. As of right now, a woman has been shot and killed by an ICE agent in an alleged car ramming attack. Agents say she was trying to ram her car at them, and they shot her in self-defense. But there are dueling narratives, as the governor and mayor of Minneapolis has said that based on the video that they watched, or at least the video that the mayor watched, he felt that ICE agents exceeded their power. So a story we're going to keep you updated on. The news is going to continue here at 4 o'clock.